Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike.
And I'm Britt.
And it's been a few months since we did our last Q&A video, and since then there's been a lot of you guys asking us questions, a lot of questions coming in. One question in particular keeps popping up, and that's around the subject of kids. Are Rudy and I having any? Do we plan on having any? And how is that going to impact our finances and things like that? So we will be talking about that. But first, we want to ask you guys a question. Is there a particular type of content you like the most from us? So like you like watching the most. So whether it be vlogs or sit-down videos like this. I think it's the last vlog we did was like our house buying vlog series, like buying this house that we're in.
Yeah. So we also want to know what topics you like. So do you like passive income? Do you want to learn more about how we became debt-free, our savings, what we're going to do investing?
Or do you just follow us for us? So the reason we're asking this is because Brittany and I are trying to make a content plan going forward. There are some really cool video ideas we have in store. Some of them are going to take a while to make, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks to produce. Some of them we may be able to knock out in like a couple days. So one of our main goals regarding YouTube is to be able to upload 2 videos every week. And right now we're able to upload like 1 video every 7 to 10 days. And we appreciate all the comments for our last video. Like put a lot of time in the last video making it, you know, putting music in it and like kind of having emotion and telling a story. I really enjoy watching videos like that. However, the downside is they take a lot longer to make.
They're difficult for growth in the beginning for small YouTube channels. And it's better if you can get out 2 videos a week, which we were seeing before your growth is a lot better with that. So we're just trying to find a good balance. So that's why we're asking and seeing what you guys think.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below what type of content you like seeing the most.
So with all that being said, the first question comes from Zoila Garcia. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Is there children in your future, and how does that fit into your financial picture? And the answer is yes, children are in our future. We are trying to have kids. Whether or not that happens, it's pretty much out of our control at this point.
We talked about this in another video, very briefly, one of our budget videos. We didn't talk about it for very long just because it's kind of personal and private.
Yeah.
So many of you guys ask us questions about kids, we figured we might as well just talk about it and get it out of the way. So yes, we do want kids. We are planning on having kids, hopefully within the next year or so. So yeah, that's that.
Yep. So our second question comes from Caleb. Hey guys, would you mind making a video on finance tips for couples either looking to get married or newly married? It would be super helpful. So we actually have a video idea that we're thinking about, and we really want to get more into this topic for one of our next videos.
Yeah, it's going to be a dedicated video just on this, money and relationships. And it's probably going to be like between 10 and 15 minutes long where we really dive deep into this, just about things that Brittany and I have learned over the past 8 years of being married. The one thing I would say right now is just communicate.
Yeah.
Communication is one of the most important, I don't know if skills is the right word, but it's a very good thing to have in any relationship, especially regarding finance. So when Brittany and I first got married, we didn't communicate very well when it came to money. And it led to a lot of arguments because each of us felt like we were leaving each other in the dark regarding money, and we just weren't on the same page. So our advice right now is just to communicate, over-communicate. Communicate to the point where you're just kind of annoying the other person. Yeah. and learn to get on the same page with your money. Doing that will make the biggest impact on creating a good atmosphere surrounding personal finance in your relationship.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Communication is key, and also just sitting down together and running through the numbers. So when we would sit down to do our budget, we were able to work together, and that also helped give us more confidence and motivation moving forward and helped us grow stronger in our relationship as well. And the third question comes from Flyora. I hope I said that right. Can you make a video about how to create YouTube videos like you edit?
Yeah, we probably won't make a dedicated video to that just because it doesn't fit with the topic of our channel, but we can address it for a couple minutes here.
Yeah.
So basically what we're filming on is a Sony a6500 camera with a Sigma 16mm f1.4 lens. We have a third-party screen that we look at just to make sure things are framed right. We have tripods holding up both. We have a ring light back there. We do all of our editing on Adobe Premiere, and we use websites such as Pexels.com and Pixabay.com for B-roll, and we also use Epidemic Sound for music. To put music in our videos. So if you are interested in checking out any of that, I'll put links to all the things that we use to film below in the description. You can check those out. Regarding editing in Adobe Premiere, it's very simple. Like most of our edits are just cut and move part of the video over so things fit together. So what we'll do so you guys don't notice as many jump cuts is we'll like cut out a period in the video where there's just silence and we're thinking about what to say or something like that. and we'll move the next part of the video over, and we'll try to like zoom in or out as we do that, and that way like it's not like you guys are watching Brittany and I talk like right here, and then all of a sudden like I'm over here and we keep talking. Just so it's kind of awkward watching that happen. Sometimes you guys may notice something like that, but we try to cover that stuff up with as many like zooms or just transitions as possible, just so it's not as obvious. And Adobe Premiere is really easy to use too. Okay, next question comes from Alexandra. I really enjoy these videos. I know you are aware, but the echo is very distracting. Hope you are able to address this soon. Yes, we are very aware. Some people notice it, some people don't notice it at all.
Yeah.
Some people it doesn't annoy, other people it does. We've gotten a lot of comments about this. We are very aware of it. So we have a bedroom that we have an office in. And right now we just have like 2 computers and a desk in there, and that's pretty much all we have in there. Our plan for that room is to basically convert it into a YouTube filming space. So we're gonna paint some walls, put some sound panels up.
We're gonna get more lighting. It's gonna be really nice.
Yes. So we're kind of in the process, we have been in the process for a little bit of time, researching everything that we'll need to do that, and like color schemes and furniture. I'm gonna get a new desk. I need to upgrade my computer as well, so I'm gonna probably upgrade some components of my computer. And basically we wanna make it to where we can just sit down and press a button and everything's ready to go. As of right now, there's like a 30-minute process that Brittany and I go through just to film a video before we actually film it.
It gets our minds kind of off the topic of what we want to talk about because we're so focused on little details here and there. Then when we sit down, we have to kind of refocus. So the next question comes from investing in book reviews. Have you looked into the NVIDIA RTX graphics cards that created a program that clears up the audio? Might be a cheaper option. I think it's called RTX Voice.
We haven't looked into that, but I definitely can. I am looking into an RTX, either like 2080 or 2070, something like that, as a new graphics card. Because I want to upgrade my monitor. Right now I'm using a monitor that's like 13 or 14 years old, and it's kind of showing its age.
Yeah.
It was a great monitor when I bought it, and I've really got my money's worth. It was like $400 when I bought it, but I want to get like either a 2K monitor or a 4K monitor that's wider, so I can do, have multiple things going on at once.
Yeah, that'll help a lot with editing too.
Yeah, so I'll need a graphics card that's going to support that. Right now I'm using a GTX 970, which is like 4 generations old. Really got my money's worth out of that one too. Okay, next question comes from Michael Stratton. Mike and Britt, how do I budget when I get paid bi-weekly and have a different amount of take-home pay? Can you do a video for a bi-weekly budget and single people? Can you recommend some passive income opportunities? Love your videos, thank you. Well, thank you. A bi-weekly budget. Okay, so really regardless of how many times a month you get paid, there are certain things that are not going to change, and that's going to be the basic monthly expenses it takes you to live on. So either your rent or a mortgage, your food, insurance, gasoline or transportation,
and your utilities.
Yeah, utilities and maybe clothes, depending on how old your clothes are.
And things like your phone, if you have to use that for work, things like that.
So what we would do is just make a list of like just your basic living expenses that you have to pay for every month, and also get a solid number for the minimum amount of income that you can rely upon every month. So let's say you earn like $4,000 this month, but you earned $3,000 last month, but the month before you earned $2,000, but the month before that you earned like $5,000. Like the smallest number out of all those is maybe $2,000. So that may be like the lowest number in terms of income that you can rely upon.
Right.
So get to know those numbers. We actually did a video about this a couple weeks ago.
We'll link the video up top for you to check out too.
They went pretty in depth about how to get all your numbers right and written down and things like that. We also have some resources available on our website about budgeting. This is pretty much how Brittany and I budget actually, because we're on an irregular income. Brittany gets paid bi-weekly and I'm self-employed. So her income is consistent, but mine's all over the place. Just in the past couple months, it's changed like 75%. So if you go to our website and look at our budget template, or go back and look at some of our past budget videos, you just basically watch how we budget, and I would imagine we're in a very similar situation to what you are.
Yeah, it should help you get some ideas.
In terms of passive income ideas, I mean, really the sky is the limit. Like, Brittany and I have a few things that we do. YouTube, where we consider part of YouTube passive income. It's very like active on the front end, but after we get a video out there, it's out there forever and we get paid for it.
As long as YouTube's around.
Yeah, so, we also have affiliate links. If you're on social media or have at least somewhat of an audience on social media, you could use like Amazon affiliate links. Passive income is kind of it's an interesting term because I think for a lot of people it implies that you don't really have to work for it, but passive income and able to generate passive income, it's very like front heavy when it comes to work. There's a lot of work involved. The difference between passive income and active income is like with active income, you're working constantly. It's more like you're trading your time for money. Whereas with passive income, it's more like you're trading a product for money. So you put a bunch of hours into making a product or a service, like a digital service going to help people. There's a lot of time and energy that goes up front into making that, but then once it's made, it's out there forever, and you can earn an income from it for the rest of your life. Dividend paying stocks are another one. Brittany and I have $1,700 in dividend paying stocks that pay us between $10 and $15 a month on average. Another one is real estate.
Yeah.
We know a lot of people, well, we know a handful of people who have made a lot of money in real estate. They also have a very good passive income from rental properties.
All right, and our last question comes from Conyer Ron. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Want to see a video on the books and writing them, etc. So this goes back to what we were talking about before with the books that we are both writing.
So I think we mentioned writing books in one of our last 2 or 3 videos. We're pretty much done, but there's a lot of editing that needs to be put in, like content editing and organization, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And we've been putting that off just due to the nature of how much it costs. It's very cost prohibitive. Again, with recent world events, we were like, maybe let's hold off on that for the time being. We probably won't make any dedicated videos on the books until they're finished, just because they're not really related to finance. We can talk about the marketing and like maybe how they're selling after they're done.
Right.
But my book in particular is written basically to my students that I work with, high school, college students. It's more about like everything I wish I had known when I was in high school, going into college, everything I wish I was taught, everything that I basically learned on my own through failure or just experience after high school that would have helped me out a lot in the college years and afterward.
And my books are all fiction, so they're just heavy story based, and that's a completely different field.
Writing books, I'm terrible at writing. Brittany's more of a creative person, but me, it takes me forever to write. So my book took months upon months, maybe even a year to write and get edited just a little bit.
Yeah,
But,
and I did about 3 books in 2 years, but they still have to be edited.
Yeah, so in summary, that's what's going on with our books. As soon as they're done and published and out there, then we can talk about them some more. We'll probably make them available on our website too. Okay, so that's all the questions we had for today, but we wanted to shout out 2 comments, and we get it's not that these comments are the only ones that we saw regarding all this, but
we get a lot of them.
Brittany and I make these videos to help inspire you guys and to motivate people who like maybe used to be in our situation and who could maybe like learn from our videos. We basically make these videos to help you guys. It's really nice when an encouraging comment comes along. This one, for example, by David. You 2 are an inspiration, and I wish more of America went back to that honest simplicity. You are what the American dream was. I don't know, that really hit home because, at least for me, I don't know, stuff like that makes all this time and energy and effort we're putting into these videos worth it. Because it just lets us know that like, hey, we're helping people out, we're making an impact, we're helping inspire others, and that's what we're trying to do. So thank you for that comment, David.
Thank you. So the next one is from Evan. Seeing y'all walk through this journey together is really inspiring to me, and I hope that my girlfriend and I can be in a similar situation in the near future. Currently 23 and working as a mechanical engineer, I've already gotten out of all student loan debt, contributing towards retirement, and well on my way to having a down payment for a house in less than 2 years. I really like what I do now, and it's been a real blessing to be able to quickly build up my base and have a safety net. But I agree that I do not want this to be all that I do with my life, as I would like to have built something uniquely my own that fulfills me personally and financially. I just need to take my time and figure that out too. Y'all are a real inspiration. Hope all of your efforts bring you to great places. Thanks so much, Evan.
Yeah, and these aren't the only 2 comments. We get thank you comments like this all the time. So we wanted to say thank you to you guys for leaving these comments, because again, it really just reiterates that what we're doing is having a positive impact on the rest of the world, which is what we're trying to do.
Yeah, and we just also want to thank everybody for watching and subscribing. We do really appreciate it.
Yeah. So with that being said, guys, that's going to end this video. I hope you guys had a great weekend, a great week, a great day, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.